For 5.5 years, I let that law firm consume my life. I gave them my time, my energy, my loyalty, until one conversation made me realize how little I meant to them. Late nights, stress, responsibility, loyalty. I carried cases, deadlines, clients, documents, even their problems, like they were my own. When the partners split, I drove boxes of legal files across the country in my own car. Twice. I never complained, never demanded more. I only asked for one thing after years of sacrifice. Can my salary finally reflect my work? And the answer shattered something inside me. He basically told me anyone could do what I do. That my work wasn't valuable. That he simply didn't feel like paying me more. After everything, I kept going anyway, until one phone call broke the last piece of me. And in that moment, I realized, I am 36 years old. I am not a child. I am not useless, and I will never allow anyone to make me feel small again. So I left. No unemployment benefits, no safety net, just self-respect. My last day was at the end of the month. I still handled a property sale completely alone while my boss was abroad. I left professionally. I said goodbye politely, but internally, I was grieving a version of myself that had spent years believing endurance was the same thing as worth. I had convinced myself that if I just worked harder, stayed later, sacrificed more, eventually someone would notice. Eventually someone would say, "You matter here." Instead, I learned one of the hardest lessons of my life. Some people will gladly accept your loyalty for years while quietly hoping you never realize your own value. And the most painful part wasn't even the disrespect. It was realizing how long I had abandoned myself, trying to earn basic appreciation from people who had already decided I was convenient, not important. I kept shrinking to fit into a place that only grew by taking from me. I normalized anxiety. I normalized exhaustion. I normalized being spoken to like my effort was ordinary when I knew how much of myself I was pouring into that job every single day. I lost confidence slowly. So slowly I barely noticed it happening. Until one day I heard myself apologizing for wanting more after giving everything. That moment changed me forever. Because no healthy environment makes you feel guilty for asking to be valued. No healthy workplace makes you question your intelligence, your contribution, or your right to grow. And I finally understood that staying loyal to people who diminish you is not strength. It is self-abandonment disguised as resilience. Walking out of that office for the last time felt surreal. There was no dramatic speech, no applause, no recognition for the years I gave them, just silence. But for the first time in a very long time, that silence felt honest. It felt cleaner than pretending I was okay. But the truth is this: walking away was the first time in years I chose myself over a paycheck, fear, or false loyalty. Some workplaces don't collapse you overnight. They slowly teach you to tolerate disrespect until exhaustion feels normal and silence feels safe. But no job is worth losing your confidence, your dignity, or your sense of self. The moment a place convinces you that you are replaceable, unworthy, or too small to ask for more, it is already taking more from you than it deserves. Leaving was terrifying, but staying would have cost me far more. And I would rather rebuild my life from nothing than spend one more day begging for value in a place determined not to see it. Never again.